Welcome back, everybody. It is the HiFi Summit, day one, 2021, quarter two. Let's go. We are here with Chris from Valencia Home Theater. And how are you doing? All the way from
I'm
the
great.
UK, right?
Yeah. I'm calling in from London right now.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Very cool. We are international over here.
As you can see in the
BL,
background, it's nice and dark outside.
Yeah.
BL Swagger says everyone should be sitting down for this presentation. I thought for a second, should I switch over to the garage area and go, sit down on my Valencia seats for this one? And I'm like, it's going to be a lot of work. But I thought about it.
It's too late here for me to be standing up. I'm thinking I'm gonna stick sitting down here.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say that Valencia did send me 4 seats, and I love them. I said earlier that I had this home theater set up, and everybody just loves the seats. People who come over, they like the screen. That's all cool, but they're like, man, these seats though. They keep talking about the seats. So I'm a fan. I am biased because I think that you guys over there are doing a great job. Mohammed, he's doing a great job. He always takes care of me. So, I'm biased. So don't listen to me.
Don't listen.
I love the chairs. I love the chairs, and I love the folks over there. So you're not biased.
No, I'm not biased at all. Definitely not. But yeah, it's a great company to work for, definitely. And we've really enjoyed getting into the theater seat business in itself, and we've been doing it quite a while now. I think it's almost like 10 or 11 years at this point of doing this stuff. And it's every year you're learning new things about the market and what kind of works and what people are looking for. But the good thing about theater seats in itself is it's kind of cool. You get a nice theater seat in your room, and it kind of makes it feel like a proper theater room. So it can really
and I got red ones.
It.
So
that's perfect.
Or
the only thing that would be more obvious is if I got the XLs, which I don't need an XL, but Life of Bliss, we have Life of Bliss Kyle in here. He's got those XLs. Should have got them in red.
Yeah.
They're good too. The height is like a major thing on those too, because it gives you another, I think, 1.5 inches or 1.75 inches of height there too. So if you're a bit taller, that's super helpful.
I'm good.
I use them in the living room, which is sweet because like I got recliners in the living room now. So, anytime I need to take a little nap, and I'm like, like last night I was playing some Call of Duty. I was just like, I'll just hit the recline here, put my controller down, snooze for like 30. That was awesome.
Well, we had them in our showroom at the office there too. A couple of times, like when it'd be a quiet day and stuff like that, you can go into the showroom and see a couple of the guys that are working, kind of sleeping in the thing, gonna give them a little bit of a kick, like, "Hey guys, get back to work. What are you doing?"
Sleeping.
Yeah.
So you just sit back there, Chris. You don't have to do anything. Chana and I will just take over. We're gonna sell the whole thing for you because really it's so easy. The chairs are awesome. The one thing that I don't think people realize is that you can have them very close to a wall.
Yes.
And when you recline it, you think that it would but it moves like forward and down. So that's just something that people should know.
I have them
if they don't already.
Right up against the walls, right in both of them, because I have the love seat, Tuscany love seat, and the Oxford couch or sofa, whatever you want to call it. And they're right up against the wall. One's right up against a window too. So, the way you guys have the whole like chair move it's great. So it doesn't like really require too much space. I mean, people want to have their surround back speakers. You can't be in the way of those things. So good job.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it didn't come easy. It was a lot of work to get everything right there.
Let's hand it off to you. I know you have some new stuff that you want to talk about. So
yeah,
go for it.
Yes, yeah, sounds good. So yeah, we have a bunch of new stuff we got going on. There's lots of different. Just to give you a brief rundown of our main models, anyways. Our main models basically are like the Tuscany, the Oslo. You have the Oslo Console Edition, Tuscany Console Edition, which is like a nice fold-down console edition. We're also having now where you can, if you're custom ordering some chairs, you can also do some curved configurations. So you can custom order some wedges now too if you want to get it curved. Which is super useful. If you want that nice curved look in your room, we're able to do that. There's also some you can order base shakers and stuff beforehand. I know in the last expo that you guys had, you were asking about base shakers. Since then, there's actually been some people on ABS forums, as I'm sure many people here are on, that have actually jury-rigged their own base shakers to the chairs too. So there's some nice threads on that if people want to do that to their own chairs. It is definitely possible to do. But it's, and the other models and stuff like that we have coming in. We have the Oslo, like I said, and it's basically very similar to the Tuscany. But what you have is some nice contrast white stitching on it. You have the motorized lumbar support still. You still have the Napa 11,000 grade leather. And it's just a little bit more of a different design, but it's still super comfortable and super cool. Aside from that, we have things like our console editions, like I said, and we have, since last time, we have more different colors as well, like a dark chocolate as a standard, which is a really nice, rich, dark chocolate. And the pictures, it shows how rich it is, but when you see it in person, it's like, it's unbelievable.
It's chocolate.
Rich
Huh?
Does it give you that chocolatey low end?
Oh, I'm talking real low end though, like the bottom of the low.
So you could actually, if you have any pictures, just keep in mind that you can actually do a screen share. You can actually share if you have some stuff that you want to show. So just letting you know.
I didn't
already.
I didn't know. Oh, you can see it on the website too. If you go to us.valenciatheaterscene.com, you can see all of the, because we have a bunch of the main pictures up as well in there now of the new dark chocolate, and it's you really can't go wrong with it. It's super cool, and our customers really love the dark chocolate, which I think caught us by surprise. Oh yeah, it caught us by surprise a bit how popular it is, but it's really popular, the dark chocolate.
All right, let's see.
Like these guys here. Oh yeah, what is this? This is not...
wrong website. This is Octane.
Damn it! There we go.
They got you with the Google ads, huh?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Uh-oh.
So you click the top right there. You can go to online store.
Oh, okay.
Right there. There you go. Then you can scroll down.
I see right here. Oh, yeah. Is that the chocolate?
Yeah, so you can click that if you want to click the console edition there. What's that? Yeah, there you go. Now you hit the dark. Yeah, there you go.
Dark chocolate. Look at the and
it's like a real. It's not like a warm chocolate. It's like a real dark chocolate. So
yeah,
it's nice. Some guys you don't want to get a black. You want to get a nice, like a different color than the standard black. Dark chocolate's a real nice kind of compromise there. Like it's really nice. You can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So like you see that, that's unreal. So in person, it's amazing. It's one of the best seats I've ever seen. Definitely with it. So it's pretty incredible there.
Look at all these features.
Yeah, you get everything you want. We got some new tactile controls too, which are pretty handy. And it's you see like look at they're really cool. So we have it's really cool, the silver with it too. It kind of gives you a nice, because with black controls on the brown, it kind of looked a little bit dodgy with it. So silver looks a lot nicer, we thought.
Sure. Yeah.
What's the deal with the console?
Console's cool. So
yeah.
So it's basically like if it's a fold down seat essentially. So what happens is it folds down and you can put your arms on it. You can have drinks in it. The good part is for me in consoles, I always like them in the showroom because I could kind of like, if I was feeling really lazy and I didn't even want to recline, I could kind of just like spread out across the whole console. So it's more so for that than anything, but you get the lights too, which is handy for like if you want to read and stuff like that. But I kind of preferred like the lying down aspect of it myself.
All right.
Yeah. And then like, we use it as like, sometimes we'll eat on here, one person. And then like I've had my computer here and then my computer plugged in. My kids used it a bunch of times with the down and charging his phone. So that's definitely something that you can't really go wrong with. And then if you want to go to if you're on the website now, if you go to the build your own too, I show guys where you can get the wedges and stuff as well. So if you see at the top right there, build your own. There you go. If you hit the Tuscany and you just hit 2D customizer just for simplicity. So if you scroll down here, you can see now you can select the curve configuration if you want, and it'll allow you to make basically any curve configuration you want. Oh,
yeah.
Right. Look at that.
What? That's something new we got going on as well.
Curved.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore, but it's super sweet.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, if I would have known.
It's literally brand new with the stuff. And if you want also, if you go back to the build your own there, if you hit the 3D customizer, we have a new 3D customizer as well, which helps you even see exactly what the chair looks like for all your custom colors and stuff. So it even gives you more like of a lifelike impression of the chair.
I have a question here from Brian, he asked. I don't know if you want to just take some questions like during.
Oh, look
Absolutely,
at
yeah.
that! Look at that!
Yeah, yeah, you got the
Boom!
full 3D customizer now too,
All right, let's
which the guys put a lot of work into this, but it's
This
super
looks
cool.
like, yeah. Ooh,
Do you see the
hello.
question there, Chris?
And let's see, do you offer remove? Oh, yes, that's actually something we are going to be offering, a removable arm that's going to be coming in. It's not quite in yet. I believe it's going to be in the next 12 to 16 weeks. But it is absolutely possible, and I think it'll be about
Ooh.
a couple hundred, like 175 or $200 per removable arm. It's like a little arm that slots in basically, but they're super handy. Yes, we do have lumbar support as well. So all these models, like the Tuscany, they also have motorized lumbar support with it. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Joe, you need this shit, bro. Oh, sorry.
You know, in my review, I started unboxing this thing, and it takes me longer to unbox it than to actually put it together. It's so fast. You
Yes.
just like
Yeah.
pop it on
This is true.
and
True.
plug
Yeah.
it in. So
Oh,
anybody
we
who's
pack
worried
these
that
things
it's gonna be
very well.
yeah, super easy, super quick. Yeah.
Yes. So that's what we got going on. And then we also have, I'm in London right now because we're opening up our UK division as well. So for our UK customers, you'll now be able to get seats directly from the UK. So you won't have to pay crazy shipping or customs or import charges or anything like that. So you'll be able to buy directly from our site, which will be valenciatheatreseating.co.uk. So that's also another thing we're doing at the moment as well.
Which model do you have in your home and why?
So in my home in Canada, I have the Tuscany model. The reason why I have that model is because I've been with the company for a very long time, and that was the most popular at the time. I personally, if I were to choose a model now, I'm a big fan of the Oslo just because of the contrast stitching. I'm a sucker for contrast stitching. I'm also a sucker for like LED lights and like cool mood lighting and stuff like that. So that's why the Oslo gets me big time.
Come on, Monza.
The Monza.
Yeah, on the Monza.
Yeah, that's a great chair, but it's a lot of time to get in, and it's very, very cool. I love it. Can't go wrong with that either. Yeah, there's the Oslo there too. Like I love that. I'm a sucker for that design, big time.
Don't mind me.
I'm
just making
loving
a chair. Boom. And
by the way,
I need
just
a love
something
seat.
funny, like because we just chat here, but you guys have like a hater guy who just like comments on all the videos, like no matter what.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was hilarious because before your live stream was even on, like before you're even on, like I just posted it, it already had a thumbs down. I'm like, I know who that is.
Yeah, no, totally.
This is the same guy. So if you guys see some nasty comments, it's probably that one dude.
Anyway. That's okay. You get that occasionally with stuff. It happens.
Anytime you're doing something awesome, you're gonna find somebody to hate on you. Otherwise, you're not.
Well,
doing
no one's
right.
ever gonna love you. Not everyone's gonna love you all the time, so it's all good.
All right. Look at that.
Yeah.
You guys have any new stuff?
Like models?
Yeah. Any new models?
From this stuff that's coming in, not at the moment. This is the main changes we're doing. We're really just trying to optimize our existing models that we have with stuff, just by adding cool new features and just really keep up with what's going on in the world with this. So we'll have new models eventually, I'm sure, but at the moment we just want to make these the very, very best we can make them, and they're already so popular as it is with stuff. So you just kind of keep trying to elevate it to an even bigger level with different features and like removable arms and wedges and all that kind of stuff. So we're definitely pushing the game on that. And then comfort wise, I mean, that's also always our main focus with stuff. Cause like with our own proprietary memory foam that we use in the chairs, we got a real cool, comfortable chair there too with it. So we put a lot of R&D into that stuff.
So this one's the one you're looking at, Chana, right now is the one that looks more modern, right?
The Zurich, yeah.
The Zurich is cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that too. That's more for like because not everyone likes the full quilted design on the backs. Some people like it being a little bit more plain. So the good thing about the Zurich as well is it's also a little bit more narrow than the Tuscany. So it'll save you a couple inches there. If you need a space saving option, that's a great option to have.
Yeah. See, originally I wanted these in red.
Yeah.
But they didn't have any at the time, so they're like, you know what? We'll send you these. Check them out first, and do your review. But after having them, I'm like, I think these are cool. These are good.
The two I've done that exact color you got up right now. I've done a bunch of our customers with this combination. It's so cool once you get it, because the leather on the top there almost looks like a kind of like a suede type leather, even because it's so black on that. It's unbelievable. That combination's super cool. The black and the red.
Oh, let's do it for real with the piping too.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's like, love that.
It's like I'm optioning out a car. This is so cool.
Yeah, so it makes it, the 3D customizer is super cool. Like it gives it a real lifelike kind of image there.
Can you throw on the accessories on there too, John?
It doesn't. It won't put them in.
I don't think it shows it on the.
No, it won't show them on it. Yeah.
See, I don't have any of those yet. I want to try those.
Oh, the cat. This is cool. I like the wine glass, which I don't know you'd actually use it.
It's not very useful to me. No.
Well, the tray table's good for working.
You can do I can fit my 15-inch laptop on the tray table for sure.
Yeah.
Do you find that that's handy?
The tray? The tray is super handy. Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, we use it all the time.
Because I always see Youth Man is always like, when he does his video and he's showing REW, he's always like using the tray.
Got on the tray, yeah.
Oh, when I was in the Canadian office, half the time when I'm working, if I was sitting in one of the chairs, I'd have one of the trays because I'd be working from the tray half the time, put my laptop on it and just that's what I did for a bunch of the time I was in the office there.
Oh, look at that.
That's like, that's nice.
Oh man, I wish I didn't have puppies.
The downside to the white is if you're like I wear a lot of dark clothes personally, even though I'm wearing a white shirt today, which is rare for me. So it stains a little, right? I stay away from white unless I have one of my customers wears a lot of light clothes. Other than that, if you wear a lot of dark clothes, probably don't go with white.
Well, it's like what I told Mike. I was like, look, just put your speakers down, so that you can get the right separation between your heights and your surrounds. And he's like, well, we'd have to, I'd have to tell people to like duck when they come in the room. I'm like, okay, yeah, same thing with white chairs. Okay, guys, we need to change into some white chair friendly pants.
Give them
there you go.
When they come.
You have like outfits on the wall, like a nice hanger on your wall. Or
It's like people that don't want you to ruin their floors with shoes. They got the little booties, right there at the door. Boom, here you go.
Yeah, that's how it's like with this stuff. Or a way you can get around it though, if you do wear a lot of dark clothes, if you have to basically wipe the chair off every time. So if you have like a nice leather cleaner and stuff like that, just give it a clean after you use it. That helps too, big time. But it's a little bit of maintenance, way more maintenance with the white, definitely.
For sure, this charcoal is great. It's actually nice.
Oh, the charcoal's great. Yeah,
look at that. Look at that, Joe.
That's
trying every color. That's all I'm doing. Just trying even the red.
I know.
Yeah, red and black looks good. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I've tried to make to make a bad combination, and it's actually really hard to make a bad one. It's pretty hard. I've tried. It's really hard. If you do a black and a charcoal gray, it pretty much looks black. That's probably the worst one, I'd say, combination wise.
Man, I've always been saying that. Once you get some seats in, it feels official.
That's pretty cool, actually.
To me, like I got the seats in. I'm like, man, this really feels like a theater now.
It does. And actually, it does. Yeah. I was
funny
there.
Thing is, when I used to work at AMC, our chairs weren't this nice. That's the funny thing. We had those like stadium ones that kind of like they fold down real quick. You remember those?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. We still have those in Canada. A lot of them.
Oh yeah, so the chairs I have are actually better than the theater. So,
there we go.
Well, with this stuff too, the motorized lumbar support and your headrest is like killer too. Because like if you want to recline a little bit, but you don't want your head to be like kind of flopping around, you get the headrest up, you get support behind you, and then say if you're sitting for a while, like me these days, especially during COVID, if you're sitting for like 8 or 9 hours in one place, you can adjust the how tight basically the back of the chair is with the motorized lumbar support. So you can kind of loosen it up or make it a bit harder, and it allows you to kind of hang out for a lot longer and be more comfortable.
I even like this. I think this looks legit too.
Yeah, it's slick.
Oh man,
charcoal is cool. Yeah, I agree.
Man.
Oh yes, we will have ashtrays coming in the future as well. Yeah, that's true. Headrest is definitely a must. Yeah, it's literally life changing with these chairs. It makes such a big difference for it.
Is the headrest on the Zurich also motorized?
It is, yes.
Really? Oh,
mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that.
Yeah, you get it on the 3 that have the motorized headrest. Well, there's actually 5 now. So there's the Oslo, the Zurich, Tuscany, all have motorized headrests. There is also obviously the Tuscany XL and the Oslo XL also have motorized headrests. Then you also have the Verona power headrest and the Piacenza power headrest. So there's an option to get both of those with power headrests as well.
Okay.
On the console editions, the downside to the console editions is that the middle seat doesn't recline.
For sure, yeah.
Your end seats recline, the middle one doesn't, but and then the middle one doesn't have any power or anything like that with the motorized headrest. But it's kind of a minor thing, to be honest. It's not a massive thing.
Hey, if that's like your second row, not a big deal, and you got 3 up front that are matching. Like if you had the, Tuscany, what is it, row of 3? Is that what you guys call it, right?
Yeah, the drop down center row 3.
Yeah, no. If you didn't have the drop down, so you had the
just a row of
up,
3. Yeah.
Right, up front, and then this in the back. Like you got seating for 6 with reclining for 5. Like not a big deal, right?
Yeah, and we've even had people that are customers that have multiple kids and stuff like that too. You might only have 6 seats, but you can also kind of stack your kids in a couple of the seats as well and kind of pile them up there if you want. We've had many of our customers do that with great success.
You saw my video. I posted on Instagram. We have 4 of them, and then my 2 young kids. They're fighting over the one.
The one.
like there's more there. No, they want to sit in the same one. Man, you should make some small ones for kids. That would be awesome. Some matching small
that'd be
ones.
cool.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, you know what would happen though is that they'd make the parents sit in the small ones and the kids would take the big ones.
Probably.
It's like the opposite of the. So you call it the XS, like
extra small.
XL, you got the XS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only going to be 2 feet off the ground high, basically.
Ooh.
Oh, so a lot of folks are saying like, the rear surrounds are being blocked by the back of the seat. These hardcore guys, they that matters.
Well, with theater rooms, you can. I mean, a lot of guys too. If you think about it, when you're putting your speakers up as well, you want to base them around your seating as well with this stuff. So if you're doing theater seats in it, you want to place your speakers an appropriate angle, definitely so it's not being blocked by the chair, definitely. The good thing about sound, obviously, is that sound travels in a wide arc. So even if you're a little bit off center with stuff, obviously, and you don't have the perfect space for it in your room, you can kind of get away with it by proper placement of the speakers for sure. Because that is a big concern for people, but
because you have so many options, it's just one of those things like, oh, well, if you have all these options, well, we want a mesh too. Since you guys can do all this, we'll make a mesh one so the sound can get there.
Yeah. That'd be cool. A mesh like a see-through headrest on the back. That'd be super cool.
I'm like lost in this right now. Like I'm just coming up with cool combinations. I hope somebody's like recording this because like you're getting some good design tips here, Techno Dad style, for sure. Look at that. Oh, see, it's the charcoal gray, and then you pipe it with the modern gray, the little lighter gray. See, that's a little dark, but this one, pops.
That's nice.
Pops. You see what I'm saying? And with the black chrome,
that matches your room situation there.
Oh man, and even down to the cup holders, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is great. I like this. I'm gonna be here for a while. You guys continue talking.
So with Youth Man had a question about the LED lights there, about if we have plans to kind of change the angle of them. At the moment, I don't know if we have any specific plans of changing the angle of them, but there is, the button to turn it off on the inside of the arm is really easy. So you can turn them off while you're watching. You don't have to leave that on. But I think it is something that our guys at the design stage or on the actual building stage are kind of exploring a little bit more. But I'm not 100% sure if that's a near-term change that's going to happen at the moment.
Yeah, because that's the one thing. Like the lights look super cool, but if you're watching it, then it shines it onto the screen. I'm just wondering. I'm cool. I can just rig something up. I don't mind.
Yeah, a lot of guys have. I've seen a lot of guys rig something up because some people don't want them on the bottom and they just want them kind of off with it, and that's fine. Guys have rigged that up for sure. For me personally, on mine, my home in Canada, I basically just kind of keep them off most of the time, to be honest. Unless if I have people coming over, then I want to look fancy and stuff like that. That I'll go run into the room, turn all the lights on and stuff, and be like, oh, let's just go watch a movie. And, you pop in and it looks cool, and then I just kind of flip everyone off. Can you guys turn off the lights on the thing? But that's kind of what I do personally with it. But I think it is something that is being explored right now. But it is definitely tricky to make sure that you get no shine on the screen. That is something very challenging.
So it's just for flexing for right now. When the movie turns on, you turn off the lights.
That's what I do personally. Yeah.
Right.
What that says about me, I'm not sure, but.
Oh man, yeah, this is a lot of fun. So I like that 3D modeler, the 3D builder. 3D customizer. That's pretty legit. I think you're paving the way in that situation.
Yeah, it gives it more like a realistic look as well, kind of what the chair looks like when it's custom built like that. So it's super handy for giving you a kind of good example of what your chair is going to look like.
Yeah, I think everybody needs one of these. Forget the couch. Who needs a couch?
Yeah,
well, they have a couch. That. It's the.
I guess you
take
it, the one with the.
That's our version of the couch.
Yeah.
Wonder what happens if you have the ones with no arms and you just press the button all at the same time. Can you do that?
If you have the ones, you mean?
I'm just wondering if like the whole thing, like if you could lay down, like I don't know, that'd be.
Well, you can on the console edition. You can kind of, if you have like a row of 3 with no arms, like a sofa, and if you recline them all, it's not recommended definitely because the motor, like the support in the motor, is obviously very strong, but it's still if you're laying across like that, you're putting more of your body weight on the leg rest portion of it. It's always more recommended. Like you can lay across the butt portion, but if you're laying across with them all reclined on the leg portion, it's probably not recommended.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah. And I noticed that it's pretty smart where if you put too much weight on it, the thing will just go down instead of tipping.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, with the weight of it, definitely. Oh, I just see here too all these light flexing absolutely a thing. I did see all the comments here now. I didn't see that before. That's funny.
Light flexing.
Yeah, I like that. That's funny. This armrest storage armrest storage is huge on these seats. It's super handy too. My wife personally,
oh my god,
she keeps a blanket and stuff in there too. It's super handy.
Like we have these in our living room, and I have so many devices, dude. I got like 12 remote controls, like 6 in one, 6 in the other, and then I got Xbox controllers in the Oxford, so in the armrest. So it's like it's very handy for like hiding those things. So not even just for a home theater, but even in a living room situation, I like it.
It's super handy. I see someone also was asking where's the best place to order Valencia chairs in Quebec. Best place would be you can order directly through us, so at valenciatheaterseating.ca or valenciatheaterseating.com, and it'll redirect you. If you go to the online store, it'll redirect you to the Canadian site automatically. So you can order directly through us. There's also a vendor in Ontario called East Porters Audio Video that you can order through as well. And they have the chairs that can be shipped to Quebec as well for you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. What did this say? Big and tall? It did.
Yeah, we have big and tall as well.
That's the XL's versions, right? What where's this guy?
That's what
so
I was
that
saying.
Yeah, the Monza with this. So those are basically the Monza Manhattan are all custom at the moment, but they're at the moment it's very hard to build them due to supply chain stuff with COVID.
Yeah.
So it's at the moment it's not on the website just because it's a lot of delays with supply chain stuff. So we don't want to take an order and then have someone wait a very long time with it because it's with COVID and all this stuff. Lots of things are in limbo, and especially with carbon fiber and all that.
Right. So Brown Note is asking which model has the highest WAF or wife acceptance factor, and look. I think it's the Zurich. Look at that.
You nailed it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's the Zurich or the Oslo have the biggest wife acceptance factor. The reason why the Oslo does is the contrast stitching. It looks really, really sweet. And it seems to be really popular. And the Zurich has great WAF, as you say.
Yes.
Wow. And by the way, when I got the 4 in, Angela was like, "Oh, I picked the right one." I'm like, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, look at this. Look at our life." I'm like,
"Oh, she picked the right guy."
Yeah, it's like, I picked the right one. Hilarious. That's a true story too.
Yeah. And then brown note, you don't have to get the second armrest in there. You can get it as like a couch. So if you're not using it in a theater room like I am, you just order it without the armrest.
And actually, a very common question we get from people too
Ooh.
is do all the seats in the love seat recline? Yes, all the seats in the love seat do recline. So if you're doing like a love seat row of 4 or row of 3, all of your seats recline. It's on the inside of the beach arm, so you can recline with all of them, no problem.
What is this model? This is like the Game of Thrones one, like
This is the burn.
Like,
Yeah.
what is this?
The burn is something. Yeah, we have it. It's like a special product we have every now and then. So once it becomes available, it's kind of like a seasonal product that we have basically. Okay. So we bring it back every now and then for Christmas and stuff like that. And then it's just one of those things we do for like just to spice things up a little bit.
You should have put the like Bernie Sanders on in there.
Yeah, that's cool. But like my favorite out of all of ours are definitely. Oslo is like really good. I really love the Oslo. Like that, if you look at the console edition there, that contrast stitching, it's so subtle, but it just makes it pop like a crazy amount.
What do you mean by contrast stitching? What is that?
So if you look on it's really hard to see when you're not in person, but on the diamond stitching on there, there's actually white contrast stitching on it.
Is it in the regular one? Here.
Yes.
Yeah. Here. Do you see this, Joe? You see like the white? Yeah.
It's really, really subtle.
Michael has? Is Michael have this one or no?
I think he does.
I'm not sure. All, yeah.
No. Did he have? He changed them.
Oh, he might have Tuscany. Also,
I think he has a Tuscany one. Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't want the same one as Michael.
I just want one that's better.
All the guys in the office are like trying to make sure they don't get the same chairs because they don't want everyone in the office. They don't want their theater rooms to look the exact same. So everyone's like, everyone's like calling dibs on each one.
No, it really makes it like look. You like it's big, right? It take up a lot of space. So whichever one you choose is gonna kind of determine what else you do with your theater.
See, even this chocolate one, Joe, it has like a lighter brown. You see that?
Yeah. If you go to the next picture there, I think it shows it even better.
Here you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Contrast stitching.
Build a custom one.
So it's really subtle, but it's super, super slick.
Somebody wanted me to build a custom one to show Joe. Oh, I don't think the stitching comes in custom, does it?
Not standard. If you call us and ask for like specifically for a custom stitching, we can do it. It's not a problem. It can be done definitely. But it's certain colors you want to be. The reason why we don't have that on the website is because you want to be. We kind of do it by phone only because we want to make sure that customers are aware of like what the combination is going to look like. Because if you can make some really bad combinations with
totally.
Life of Bliss said that Monza though. I'm calling dibs on that one. So when that one's ready,
the Monza,
the Monza.
Oh,
you heard it here first.
Do we have any plans for virtualization so we can see how our chairs will look in our rooms? Yes, I believe that is something being worked on right now with the 3D customizer. I think it's kind of hard to get the uploading aspect of it done, but I believe that is something being worked on. But it's going to be a little bit before that's fully out.
Yeah, see, this Zurich just looks at home in a living room situation.
Actually, that's a lot of our customers have done that in living rooms. A lot of them.
Single chair, love seat. Yeah.
This guy. I bet he's wearing a scarf.
Oh, that guy in the picture.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know. I'm going in here to make some stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's all. Don't mind me.
Yeah, you can talk. You guys, if you have any questions, go for it. And if you have anything else you want to talk about, floor is yours. Joe, you look good sitting on all that carbon fiber. Damn right I would.
Yeah, so if you guys were looking for the ones without the armrest in the middle, like just look like it's like one of these, and it'll say love seat, right?
And I give options for the 4 and row of 3 as well, so you can kind of make it in all those ones.
Right, and then you have these different configurations: row of 4 with the love seat on the right, row 4 with the love seat in the middle. So you guys can really customize the chairs. And it's so easy to like I was hoping like it wasn't going to be a big ordeal to get these in the house, but they're like, they come boxed separately. So I'm like, oh, good. You know, because I could just take one up the stairs, the other one up the stairs, instead of like having to have like 3 people get this silly couch up the stairs. So
this is actually a good suggestion. Are you going to make bar stools to match? Because now that I have the 4, next thing I did was I ordered a bunch of like bar height tables. Because I figure, you know, there's 4 seats, and then I didn't want to, you know, do a riser and do that. I figured it'd kind of be cool to have a bar behind there and some seating so people could kind of sit above. Thought it would be kind of a cool situation. So it kind of makes sense when Paul here asked when you can have bar stools to match. So I can see why that would be.
We are exploring it. It is something we're looking at doing because we do get that question quite a bit with bar stools. Getting new products at the moment during the pandemic is a little bit tricky. So anything new is going to take a little bit at the moment, just because things right now are so hard to get. But it is something we are exploring for sure.
Yeah,
I'm in love.
So if you have a dedicated theater and you don't have some nice seats, I think that's the next thing I would recommend. Definitely. I guess some people would like a couch, but
the navy blue on the custom chairs is amazing. That's one of my favorite colors of it. It's so slick.
Yeah, look at that. I think I could do this in the living room. Maybe not. Okay. maybe not. Maybe not. But dang. Yeah, the navy, man, I could be here for hours.
I think
the navy is my favorite customizer one. I'm wondering if you make a model without anything, something to go over your shoulder. So a model without headrest, I think we have a Manhattan. Yeah, we do. We have the Manhattan coming in without a headrest, and a model called the Naples as well that will not possess the headrest as well on it.
Yeah, definitely a must.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually, you know, I love the HiFi stuff, but I'm excited to just sit down, maybe catch up on some Loki, and just sit in these chairs, just relax.
I'm loving that show right now.
I just can't wait to just sit in the chairs and just watch a movie. So,
if you want to go crazy. I like, you know what I noticed is in the background, there's like a tower speaker there. And the screen. And there's another speaker there. I'm like, oh, we're actually in a room.
Yeah, we made it like a nice, actually, that looks a lot like our showroom in our first showroom in Canada. So that's kind of what it's based off of. Our showroom in Canada is very similar to that design.
Someone asked Fred asked if you can put custom logos in there.
So that is something we are working on doing, actually. So we will be having custom embroidery coming in the very near future. It's not quite launched yet, so we're just designing it in the back end at the moment, but you will be able to put custom logos on the headrest and custom embroidery as well. That's a great question, and that is something we will be doing in the very, very near future.
Man, I wish I didn't have puppies. Those white ones, man. White.
I mean, the itch to buy Valencia.
Rock, trust me, for me working for this company, I keep seeing all the new stuff we're doing, and it's like I have to hold myself away from buying chairs. My wife would kill me if I keep buying all the chairs I want to buy.
You're like, we got this new model, babe. We're gonna check it out.
we gotta test. I get away with it by doing like test drive. You know, like, oh, we gotta test it out for a couple weeks, make sure everything's good with it. But she's kind of gotten wise to that trick, so it doesn't work too well anymore.
Right. She's like, that worked the first 5 times. Yes, it's not going to work the 6th.
Yeah, after like almost 10 years of working for the company, it's like you kind of run out of things you can do with it.
Wow. Anything else? We need a cleaning tray to catch all the popcorn that doesn't make it in the mic.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah, the good thing is too, though, is speaking of spilling popcorn and stuff like that, these are actually really easy to clean too. So if you can kind of get it reclined and go into the inside of it really easy. So nothing really gets caught in the chairs. It's really, really easy to clean these. So that's another good thing about these chairs. I have lots of personal experience with that.
I bet.
Like my embroidery with it. Yeah, that's something. The embroidery stuff we've been working on is so cool. You guys should see it. Like once we get it launched, it's going to be amazing. There's been some really, really cool stitching stuff we've done and logos and stuff like that. It's going to look really cool once it's fully launched.
Yeah, you guys just let me know whenever you get the stitching on the Monza.
Yeah, man, we'll do it.
I'll be ready.
Joe, this is it
what?
right here. Just get this. Get this for your room, bro. Here's a little red black action. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's funny. For the most part, once you've got the piping as black and the two-tone as black, just pick any other color. Look, even this like mustard looks great. Or
go back to that Venetian Rosso one, the dark red there is I love
the dark red one. You like this?
I love it. I like that a lot.
Man.
Yeah.
Man. The comments are funny.
Boom.
Popcorn. People eat popcorn like they've never eaten food in their lives.
I know, right? Like, it's all up in their face. It's falling all over the place.
Straight from the palm.
yeah, from the palm. Exactly. I do that.
I'm embarrassed by the amount I've eaten in the last year and a half. Like, it's way too much. Like, way too much. It's embarrassing at this point.
This is
Engine
great.
and wheels. 3 unanswered questions. Still scrolling to catch a response.
Oh, what happened?
Let me look. Oh, sorry, Kanga. 1 second. Can the stitch machines do a hexagon pattern? Can the stitch machines do a hexagon pattern?
I think instead of like the diamonds, right? Is that what you mean, Kanga? I think that's probably what he means. Yeah.
Well, we don't really have anything on a hexagon pattern, so it would have to be a new custom built chair to do any kind of different design. It can technically be done, but it would be quite a wait for that kind of stuff. If you're looking for kind of a hexagon thing, I do recommend something like the Oslo because it's kind of close to a hexagon, kind of because it's more like a wider kind of look with the diamonds. But so it can be done. We haven't really done too many of them, to be honest with you, but we're pretty good at making stuff, so we can definitely do it.
What was the question if one was softer than the other?
Oh yes, I saw that. Is Zurich a stiffer chair like the Tuscany? The Zurich does end up being slightly stiffer just because of the way that the back of the Tuscany is, because you have the quilted stitching in the middle there. It gives it more of a softer kind of look, whereas when you have just a flat back, it is a little bit stiffer. It's not a lot, just a very slight amount. But with these chairs in the first place, you can, like, the good part about them is we have them set for a nice kind of medium firm when you first get them. And then once they break in, they go to a really nice medium. The reason why when we first have the chairs that we have them set a little bit harder is because we don't want the chairs to break in and then to get very, very loose. So we have them set a little bit more firm so that once you kind of get really comfortable in the chair and they're broken in after a month or so, that they're really nice and like the perfect amount of comfort.
Oh man, these guys are being silly in the chat. Paul,
what did he say? I'm not totally not paying attention.
Yeah. You're over there just making all kinds of designs.
Yeah, this is so much fun. Yeah. Seeing like how, like, even going from chair to chair, like things are different, as far as like the design of it. So
yeah, and you see, he was speaking about the hexagon stitching. It's still a diamond in the Oslo, but it's more of a wider type. It's closer to a hexagon, I'd say, than the Tuscany.
Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Black inserts, black piping. Then we just change the outside color. Yeah. Look out. I got a system now. See? Check that out. Boom.
Red and black is such a good combination.
You know what? It really is, man. Even this darker one. Like, it really is. I think it could go with a lot of different, even if you have gray walls, right? This would like pop really well. Man.
Well, the good thing is when you do
it's white on black is still sexy. Hey, look, this is a nice way to do the white on black without having a whole lot of white that can be stained, right? Because the black part is what you're going to be sitting on, right? And then so you don't have that issue with the clothing, right?
Absolutely. And another benefit of doing a two-tone color is that if you are doing the paint on your walls and you're trying to match it up with your chair, if you have a two-tone color, you can kind of mix, you get a lot more flexibility with it. So if you want to do like a bright red and you don't want to make your room entirely bright red, or you want to do like grays go with red anyways, but if say you want to make a different color, you do a nice two-tone red and something else, you can kind of match your wall color to one of those two-tone colors and it'll still look really good in the room.
I think Legendary Brownout was definitely onto something. I think we should do some some Techno Dad editions. I can just go, make a few different styles, or color combos in those styles. Yeah. TD approved. Done.
Sign off on it.
Yeah. People will love it.
And if you send me a message at chris@valenciatheaterseating.com, I'll make sure Ahmed reach out to you and gets that handled with the stuff. It could be maybe a delay with shipping or something like that, but I'll get them to reach out to you. My email is chris@valenciatheaterseating.com, and just send me an email. I'll make sure that gets taken care of for you.
Yeah, see, Jim agrees. The Venetian Rosso and black combo for me looks elegant, classy, fits into decor easily.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good. It gives you a lot of flexibility there too, so you can kind of paint the walls whatever color you want.
I think it's funny you guys have a comfort rating system.
Yeah,
I saw there's like different comfort levels.
Oh yeah, we got the whole comfort rating system as well now. Which you can't really go wrong with this stuff. I'm more of a hands-on type of guy myself, so I'm not the I prefer kind of like sitting, like kind of getting a good feel for the chairs with it, and the way I categorize it is pretty simple with the stuff. But with the motorized lumbar support, you can kind of really change how the chair is in general, anyways. So if you want the chair stiffer, you can really you can make it really stiff with the motorized lumbar support if you want to.
Need 3 more stimulus checks to get these seats in my home.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian. We didn't get those.
Maybe one at a time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like anything else in your system. Like if something costs a lot more, but is quality, you save up, you get one of them, save up again, you get the other one 6-8 months down the road. Who knows? It's like I was doing with my live stream yesterday, people are asking, get your receiver, amplifier, and then the 2 towers. Get the center channel, then go with the sub, then surrounds, then Atmos. Give yourself some time in between, because once you got the system all set up, you're like, oh. And then you watch one movie and you're done. But when you watch one movie, the first step, watch one movie after you add this, then you got to watch the same movie over again. Now you're actually getting use out of your system because you're watching movies again and again after you add something to it. So it's just kind of like, if you buy it all at once, it's no fun in that.
No, a lot of guys piece it together too. Yeah, if you can. Well, some people can do it. A lot of guys piece it together too, and it works perfectly as well with it. And Kanga Empire is asking, can you get the red on the piping or stitching also? Yeah, you can get red piping and you can get red stitching if you want. For the red stitching, you have to call us. We can do red LED lights as well. A lot of those customizations we do by phone with it, so it can be done. But yeah, that's no problem.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one thing that that memory positions, that was huge for us because my teenager will sit in the chair. In a living room situation, different people are sitting in different spots, and sometimes my wife's sitting on the right and sometimes on the left. So I'd like to have my memory, on all the chairs just in case, so I don't have to fiddle with it.
It's something we're actually working on at the moment with it, the memory position stuff. So that is something that will be coming to.
What's up,
Shauna?
What am I doing?
Does yours have the head thing?
The headrest
adjustment? Adjustment?
Yeah, it's a Tuscany.
So
both of them.
So is it a game changer for you?
Oh yeah, because the funny part is you can really lay all the way back, but then you're aimed up at the ceiling, and then you just and then you're just fully supported, and you got that little lumbar come in, and now you're just like, oh, I'm here. I'm like relaxed and upright, sort of laying down. It's kind of weird. It's hard to describe.
You should see. I have the weirdest position. Like when I do it, I'm like this basically, but I get the headrest thing too. It's like my wife laughs at me because I look the way I have it set is like the most bizarre thing. So the good part about it though too is that with a recline, the legs come out first too. So sometimes if I just kind of want to chill and I'm like working and I don't want to be sleeping, basically, I'll kick my legs up a little bit first and have my legs kind of just sitting there while working at the same time. And I find that to be pretty comfortable as well.
Right. You know what's cool about the love seat, we don't have that armrest in the middle. And when we, put both of them up at the same level, it's almost like we have like a little bit of a bed to kind of like, she'll be a little bit more on my side. I'll be a little bit more on her side. We can put the popcorn in the middle. Like there's a lot, it's like having a bed in the living room. It's kind of weird, but yeah, there's things that I didn't think about, when I got the chairs, and we just randomly stumbled upon it in use. So yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, it can be dangerous having it in the living room, that's for sure.
Now you got me thinking about the headrest situation, Jana. Because mine doesn't have that. So now I'm like, what the heck?
No, what the heck? Make that your second row, Joe.
If you're second row, you should do headrest. It's so good. It's so helpful for having a headrest. It's a game changer for sure.
Let's see. 1 second. Any other questions in the chat? Because if not, then we can pop into. I give you a link.
Yes, I have that over here.
Yeah. So for the shy folks out there, you can ask them directly in a separate room.
Awesome. Take care, Youth Man.
Youth Man gotta go. See you later.
Ariel's funny. You're funny, Ariel.
Move those non-headrest ones. Make the head row 1. Yes.
Man, I gotta stop. I gotta stop doing this. I gotta stop doing that.
Imagine when we were doing R&D on that. You know how many times I've been through the customizer? It's addicting.
I bet, dude. I bet.
It's addicting. That's for sure.
I mean, if I really wanted to like spend a little bit more time, I see here. These are the things I can afford. If I was doing like the Porsche 911. Creator, I just be like boom, 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 boom. Okay, $180,000. All right. Like I can't afford that stuff. This I can. I'd be like, oh, I might hit add to cart by accident, on a whim.
That's my favorite thing on Porsche. You start adding one thing, it's like you add a thermometer, and it's like $300,000 more for the one thing. We made ours to purposely be affordable.
Yes. No. Totally. Totally. Yeah. I like it. I like that customizer. If you guys are putting, even if you're putting it into a living room, you can tailor it to the decor there, so you get a little bit higher wife acceptance factor with that.
Yes, sure. I've never heard that term before, but I love it. That's great. That's funny.
Yeah, the WAF. Yeah, the WAF.
The WAF. Yeah.
I used to say it a lot like 2 years ago. In all my videos, I'm like, these speakers also have a wife acceptance factor of 10. They're small, compact, and they sound great. Yeah.
Well, cool. We're almost up. So, if you have any more questions,
ask away.
You can either ask here, or are you going to stick around? You can answer some questions in that link I sent you.
The other link, right? Yeah. Okay. I'll pop into that for you. No problem.
Cool. We good?
We're good.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Day 1, HiFi Summit 2021, quarter 2. Our next is seminars from Cherry Amplifiers, and that is at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you got a 2-hour break. For those of you that are here live, jump into the VIP area, ask Chris some questions, and then we're going to hang out. I might crack into some of this whiskey. So maybe you can, advise me on which one I should drink. But, that's only if you're 21 and over. So thank you so much, Chris, for your time. And everybody here interested in home theater seatings, definitely check out Valencia Home Theater. And on that note, we'll see you in the next seminar.
Stick around.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't hit leave studio.